Oh, yes. I mean, it's been quite a vicious attack. There's a lot of vitriol, a lot of, vituperations out there. I think that some of them, you may want to excuse them because they are fanatic followers of their papas or fathers in the Lord, and they see them as almost, angels on earth. They can't do any wrong.
Untouchables.
How dare a mere mortal like me, a sinful son of man from Northtown, to question their integrity and to demand, accountability from these people they see as God's own, disciples on earth. So there's that group who you may want to just,
ignore.
Forgive them. Jesus Christ told us to turn the other cheek, and forgive 77 times and more. So you want to take it easy. But then there are those who, some of them journalists who you expect, to know better, to even collaborate with you, to seek accountability. That one is quite, surprising, and it's telling. And there are times that you wonder, are they doing mercenary work? Have they been contracted to do PR for, the guys who have been indicted in all of these exposés? Let me be clear, Umaru. This is not an agenda against the church. I am not seeking to bring down a religion that I will be nobody without. I mean, I have said time without number that, where will I be without Christianity? Believe in, the saving power, the salvation grace of Jesus the Christ. All those who know me from my school days. I mean, Professor Okwe has said time without number. Anytime he's been chairing the house, and when we've had banters, he'll remind me about my, Sunday school days when he'll hand over to me to take over, and preach the gospel. And in SU, Presec, I rose to become the vice president. Everybody knows I was the head of the evangelical team. So I'm not a pagan.
So I'll get to that.
I'm not anti-Christ or whatever they say. You see, let's be clear. Ephesians 5:11 enjoins all of us as Christians that when we see wrongdoing, we shouldn't partake in it. We shouldn't fellowship in it. Rather, we should expose it.
And that's
it
what
says
you're
that
doing.
don't take part in any unfruitful works of darkness.
Okay.
Expose it. And that's all I'm doing. Don't
So
forget also that, Umaru,
let's
let me conclude forcefully on the fact that it is also my constitutional mandate. Recently, you recall that when we were plunged into this economic crisis, there were some who said, look, blame the minority as well. They were
looking the other way,
approving all these loans. We had to defend that, look, at the time in the 7th Parliament, when they went on this borrowing spree, we didn't have the numbers. We always had our say, they will have their way. You remember the NTCI loan. Parliament was criticized. I wasn't in the House at the time. That the address led journalists, investigative journalists, to a hairdressing salon. So we have to decide, what do we want? Do we want a functioning Parliament, members of Parliament who are very investigative, who take their oversight role seriously, who will go beyond just what is presented at face value to them and will do the due diligence that is required? Because that's why we are being paid, and the whole essence of checks and balances. Check the executive. Make sure that you are, checking abuse of power, checking corruption, preventing waste, preventing, if you like, the plunder, the dissipation of scarce public resources. That is why parliaments have been established all over the world.
So
we're only doing our work.